Hello everyone, this is Mohammed from Python Ninja YouTube channel, and today we continue our journey in discovering dictionary data structure in Python. So in the previous tutorial we learned together how can we print a dictionary or initiate a dictionary in a different way than the normal way that use the curly brackets. We also learned together how can we copy a dictionary in a real copy or by using different copy method, okay, that will return both the original and the copied dictionary like separated. And we stop to this example, and by using the last method we introduced is to use the dict class and cast this main object into it. By this way we can copy a dictionary, and if in case if we update that dictionary, the original one will not be updated, and vice versa, because by this way we can assign different identifier for the new dictionary. For example, if I want to show the identifier for each dictionary object that I have, I print just ID, okay, and now we can see that now both dictionaries hold the same data, okay, but one is copied from the another one in in a right way, not like using the equal assignment, okay. And both have different identifier, meaning that if I manipulate one, the other will still remain. When I say like normal assignment, if I want to see the normal assignment way, which will return both within the same identifier, which is not the recommended way to copy a dictionary. Now we want to cover a new thing with the dictionary. So you will learn a new thing about combining two dictionaries. So I have a dictionary that comprises my name, age, gender, mobile. What if I have another dictionary for the same person, but instead of I having name here, I will have, for example, city. I live now in Leiden, okay. And for example, it will give me like education like this, education, which is the last education level, education, the last education level I have is PhD like this, okay. So from this dictionary, I received this data inside the dictionary from a source, and for the another dictionary, I received it from another source. I want to combine both dictionaries together. I do this syntax, so I can say like combine dict is equal with curly bracket, then use double stars, okay, then add the first dictionary, then comma, then add double stars, remember double stars, then add the second dictionary, and you can bring the combined, okay, dictionary. Now we have a dictionary that is combined and coming from the two dictionaries at the top. Now what if I have in the dictionary something like this, even if they contain the same items or less. For example, here we have 4, here we have 2, it will be combined. What if I have now incorrectly inserted, for example, name is equal Mira, okay, and now the name will be updated from the first from the second dictionary to the first one, and the first name will no longer be available. For that, please take care when you combine the dictionary, just to have either to have similar keys or different keys, because it's this by this way we will like reduce some values of the key, or we will eliminate some values that we want to be inside the dictionary. Now, with this is for the dictionary combination. How can we combine the dictionary? A new topic now is the considering numbers as keys. For example, I have numdict, okay, and this non-dict will contain a dictionary, and I can take one, for example, column 30, then I can take two, then I can another column 40. This is the way that we can consider numbers, okay, as a key, okay, as numbers as keys, sorry, for a dictionary. For all of the examples, like this example, we have here the keys are string, okay, so you can see this is key string, this is key string. But now we can consider also numbers as string. But consider that when we retrieve the data of this, when we retrieve data, we don't submit the index. For example, if I want to print from the number of deck, then first key. Okay, this will not work because we don't make indexing or slicing here. We have to submit the right key. For example, there is no key with come with zero, so I will have a key error here, okay? But if I submit, for example, 1, then this is not indexing, or in this case, this is not index operator as what I introduced. Go back to the tutorials at the beginning to be aligned of what I'm describing. This is not indexing now, but it's retrieving the key. So if I want to retrieve the first item, this will not work. I have to submit inside this brackets the right key. If I submit the right key, then the right value will come. And if I submit, for example, another key, then its corresponding value will come. And that's for numbers as key. So take care that we must pass the actual value, the actual key of the corresponding value. Okay, not the index. Okay. Now the question is, can I consider tuples as key? So here we have a single number as key. But what if I have something like two-dimensional tuples? Okay, like tuple keys. Okay, this tuple keys should be like something like this, two-dimensional tuple. Okay, for example, I have inside this 10, here I have 20, then I have 30, then I have 40, like this. Okay, so the tuple deck that I should have, okay, it will be the tuple keys of the first tuple. So we have two-dimensional tuple. I take the first tuple here, okay, which means that I have tuple of values. Okay, then I add column, and then I use, for example, the corresponding summation. So I have this tuple here in the keys, and the corresponding value is the summation. I take the tuple keys also. Okay, I take the next value and I consider the corresponding sum is 70. Okay, this is like this. Now let us print, okay, the tuple dict. Okay, by this way I am able to take the tuple as key, and whatever I want to do in the value, no matter. But I give you example is to consider the value is just the summation of that key. So that is for tuple as key. Now, what if I consider a list as key? So what shall I do now? Okay, for considering a list as key, I have two-dimensional list. So if I want to, this should be in the same termination, this should be like list, and this should be like list key here also, and this key here. Consider a list is immutable, okay, is immutable, that we mean that we can manipulate it. Thus, its unique integer identifier can be manipulated. So we have for each object in Python, like the list, like a tuple, we have unique integer identifier for each object that Python create in the list, because it's immutable. So its unique integer identifier is it changing, okay, when we change the list, and that is called unhashable objects. So the list and dictionary, a list and a dictionary are unhashable objects, meaning that their identifier will be changed. Okay. Now for the tuple, no, it's immutable. Immutable meaning that it is not changing; it's fixed. So this will raise to me if I run this. Okay, let us give it like a right name. Here we have list, and here I have listed like this. Now, if I run this, it will raise me an hashable type list. Okay, so the unhashable type in Python either list or a dictionary, and I cannot use any of them as a key during my code. So I have to change this key from a list type to tuple. So what can I do? I can cast the list into tuple like this. I can say tuple, okay, of this. Okay, same is here. I can say tuple, okay, and I can do the same here. Okay, I can do the same here. Okay, so let us print this. Now we are able to print the dictionary. Now we have to consider one thing. For number as we spoken, we are able to take keys as number. Now, if we want to extend to tuple, we are able to take tuple, also a tuple as a key. If we want to extend to a list, we are not able to take a number as a list as a key because it's unhashable object, meaning that its unique identifier or ID will be changed during the programming time. The same thing for the dictionary. The dictionary also, its unique identifier is it changing because it's immutable, and we are not able to use this, so it will not be fixed. Okay, so Python deal with fixed thing to be within the assigning or assignment process to consider as keys as like a tuple or a value. Now, what if we want to take to show you the dictionary, dict like this, and let us say dict, sorry, and I have, this is the dict keys, and this is the, let us to take it as a dictionary, like I want to have here dictionary. I want to remove this. This is the dict keys. Okay. In the dict keys, I want to have 70. I want to have 80. Okay. And later, I want to have 90. I have to have 100, like this. Okay. This is just a dictionary. Okay. Now, for example, I can have also a dict like this, a dictionary, just to show you like an example about considering dictionary as key. I can say, for example, I can take this tuple 10, 20, and I can consider the summation is 30. Then I can take also 30 and 40, and can take the summation is 70. Now I can, do you remember in the first tutorial of the dictionary that I said that I can retrieve the keys of a dictionary either to use dict.keys or to cast them to a tuple. So if I cast the whole dictionary to a tuple, then I will retrieve 70 and 90, which are the keys. So I can use tuple like this. I can use tuple like this, okay, and I can pass the dictionary itself, okay, and I want to add the summation of this. So by this way, I can like engage a dictionary into my project, okay. So let us to print, okay, the list dict, which is should be not the right name. Now we are able to take keys from a dictionary, okay. Again, we are able to take the keys from a dictionary as a key for a value to another dictionary. I hope that I described it very well. So, as we said that we are unable to use list or dictionary as a key for a dictionary, but we are able to use numbers, we are able to use tuple, and we are able to use string. Both are immutable objects in Python, and their unique object identifier will not be changed during the program execution. That's for today's tutorial. See you in the last tutorials of the dictionary. Next tutorial, we will speak about the dictionary comprehension in Python. After that, we will have another tutorial where we will give an example for dictionary.